Okay, this is creepy.
Look, thanks for coming over so quickly. I didn't want to get into it over the phone.
I'm not talking to you as long as you're behind that desk.
Why not?
You're weirding me out. Seriously, get up.
Okay. Look, we need to rally the troops around Dad. Whatever's left of them, anyways.
And why is everyone running from the hills away from Dad? Oh, yeah, he just killed Jax.
There's no proof, Kristina, they haven't even found a body.
Dad never leaves bodies lying around to be found. That's why he's never gone to prison. But, you know what they say. It's the first time for everything. Luck runs out. Getting the feel for the throne just in case.
Kristina, can we stop with the sarcasm? I'm trying to have a serious conversation with my sister. Look, everybody is so quick to blame Dad as if Jax was some kind of a saint.
You used past tense. So you do believe that Dad killed Jax?
Okay, look, the point is everybody is turning against our father. He needs us now more than ever.
Michael, I almost feel sorry for you. I have this. You should listen to me. Yeah, I'm the family expert at justifying all the horrible things that Dad does. And trust me, it is a proposition.
I'm not trying to justify anything.
Dad will never change. He's never going to magically turn into a normal father or a normal person.
I thought you were done being mad at Dad.
I am. Don't get me wrong. He can be fun, and when you're with him, he makes you feel like the most important person in his world.
Yeah, that's because it's true.
Partly true. Dad only loves when it's convenient for him.
You make it sound like Dad's love has an on and off switch.
No, he just slides it to the side.
Dad carries a lot on his shoulders, okay?
Right. Dad walks through that door and turns into Sonny Corinthos. The big, bad mobster who kills people and puts everyone, kids included, in danger. I get that. My mom gets that, and I don't know about your mom, but Brenda finally got that too.
That was Jax. He poisoned Brenda's mind. He worked her into seeing Dad the way that he does.
I'm more interested in where you're coming from. And do you really believe that Dad is this misunderstood abuse victim who had no other choice but to embrace a life of crime?
Kristina, you know what it's like to be slapped around.
Thanks for the reminder.
Just imagine if it was your father and your mom was being abused too. And nobody helped, no one did anything because he was a cop. Dad stood up for himself the only way he knew how.
And are you trying to prove to him that you can be there for him when everyone else is gone and Jason's out of commission?
Would it be so terrible if I did?
The terrible part is what comes later. Once you get swallowed up in Dad's life and you can never get out.
Where are you coming from, Kristina? Do you want to see Dad destroyed? Can we spit on him and turn my back?
We certainly have the right to. You were shot in the head because of Dad.
I never blamed Dad for that.
Just like I was almost blown up in a car bomb. It's the same thing. What are you asking me to do exactly? Pick up a gun and go to war for Dad?
No, I'm not asking you to do that.
Well, love him into being a sane person who doesn't automatically go into kill mode when something bad happens that he doesn't like?
It wouldn't hurt for you to try.
It doesn't work, Michael. Your mom tried, Brenda tried, and they both had to run for their lives. The two people who accept Dad as he is more than anyone else still couldn't stay.
What's your point?
I want you to open your eyes, live your own life, and stop trying to be all things to Dad before you get hurt, even worse than you already were. Look, I'm just trying to avoid taking sides.
Really?
I want to focus on my own life for a change. You know, can't you do the same? Like with your job at EOQ?
It's not a job, it's a placeholder and an opportunity for Abby, that's it.
So your idea of a real job is running illegal shipments and working your way up to killing people? I don't believe that's your real goal in life. I think you're just trying to prove that you can survive in Dad's world for some deep psychological reason.
Look, if you're gearing up to try and talk me out of helping Dad, you can save your breath.
You know what? I'm not even going to try. In fact, I give you my blessing. Go immerse yourself in the mob until you see it for the literal dead end that it is. And then you can walk away once and for all.
This isn't about me, or I'm gonna end up working. There's people out there who want to take our father down. To watch him fail and leave him weak and helpless.
Like you were in prison?
Once again, Patrick is trying...
No idea what happened to me in prison. How could you? You don't know anything about the real world. You're just a little girl playing dress up.
It's not fair and it's not true.
Wake up, Kristina. You think I'm in a fantasy world for the way I see Dad? Look at you, daydreaming about hooking up with some guy who doesn't even like you.
Ethan cares about me.
No, you want him to care about you, but he only puts up with you because he feels sorry for you.
Now you're just being awful because I won't stick up for Dad like you want me to.
All right, no, forget I asked for your help. Forget I thought you were mature enough to separate fact from fantasy. I'll make sure Dad's okay on my own.
Michael! Michael!
So I shouldn't